Teed up indoors on Battleground, home of Davis Troxler and Davis's golf team and Football in Focus, FIF here tonight. Got Trent Cloud with us. First, what's your brother's name again? So I remember his name.
Cameron Cloud.
Cam Cloud. It used to be like Trenton Cloud, Trent Cloud, and Cameron Cloud, and Cam Cloud. What did you learn from him as being a receiver? What did you learn from your brother?
He taught me a lot. Just the hard work you have to put in order to be able to perform on the field. Just the off season, doing stuff like that, and just getting better each and every week.
He's at Winston-Salem State now?
Yes, sir. He is.
And still doing well, I'm sure?
Yes, sir. He is. Thank you.
You'll be at ECU next year.
Yes, sir.
How are the Pirates doing this season?
Not so well so far, but I think they'll turn it around before the season.
Well, they got Coach Houston's a coach, right?
Yes,
heck of a coach.
Yeah.
I think he was at JMU, he was at Lenore Ryan, had success everywhere. When they had Holt Nailers was still there, things were rolling. I guess they got to turn it around with a new quarterback and everything too.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Looking forward to good ECU though, right?
Yes, sir. I am.
No transfer portals coming up then.
No.
Stick it tight. Did very well against the Page Pirates this year. Talk about the win by Northwest at Page, and what was your favorite play that night possibly? You had some good ones.
Yes, sir. My favorite play would have to be my wide receiver, Rakim Hammock. He threw me a deep pass, and I caught it, and we got onto like the 10-yard line, and then we punched it in to win the game. It was 14-7, so that's probably my favorite play.
Now, how did you feel when that ball was up in there and you're just waiting for it to come down?
It felt like it was forever.
I was watching that. Like, boy. And the smart thing you did too, like the old days in football, they talked about the guy coming back to the ball. You kind of came back and got it too.
Yes, sir, I did.
And when you got it, you actually had good yards after the catch. Once you caught the ball, you actually got more yardage in too.
Yes, sir.
And the best of the whole situation, you set it up like that. You also finished it off with the touchdown catch.
Yes, sir, I did.
Perfect stuff. Perfect stuff. 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards receiving. What's been your best ever game as a high school receiver, you think?
I think last year against Ragsdale, I had like 3 catches for like three touchdowns, and that was one of my best games, like over 150 yards.
150 yards, not bad at all. Family, if my memory serves me correct, was it down toward Burlington back in the day?
Yes, sir.
And you guys are in Alamance County, and I guess by the time your brothers come to Northwest, they come up and move. So if you would have stayed in Alamance County, do you know what school you would have been playing for?
Oh, Western Alamance.
I wrote that down on my paper here, probably. Yeah. So what you would have been with the Warriors then down there. Boy, they've been glad to get you too, I'm sure. They've got a good team though. Saw them against Eastern Guilford at overtime game. Western's good, very good ball club. You come to Northwest and join up there. I can ask you this. Any relation to Napoleon Cloud? Do you know that name at all? Napoleon Cloud used to be a basketball coach at Glenn and also over at, I think, West Forsyth back in the day. And no relation to Napoleon McCallum either.
No,
running back from Navy. All these guys, when I started doing this, I said, all these other names started popping up. But the big name, though, going back to Northwest Middle School, when you were there with Mr. Blue, Tanner Blue, you and Tanner go back a long way. What about that connection between you two going back all the way to middle school and now through high school?
I love Tanner. You know, he teaches me a lot, tells me what to do, just keeps me focused on what I'm doing, and I try to keep it focused too. Just we know where we want to go with the ball each play, so it helps out a lot having that connection. What's
that connection been like over the years? Because you guys seem, like you say, know every time where each other's going to be. And I think last week, I wonder how he was reacting in his mind last week because he noticed you were double covered at Northern. What's he going to do with that football? He went to Hammock, like you said, and had success there. But did you guys talk in the huddle much about that? What to do?
Yeah, we tried to fix some things, but they just had a good defensive plan for us, and they were ready for us.
Yeah, and it's got to be frustrating on your part, too, out there.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but we still won the game. So
I told Bryant Roche, news and record writer, he was here earlier, I told him you should probably go to Hammock and say, half your yards are my yards, because they were covering me, so 2 guys, I would be getting some of those passes, too. No, so it's like basketball. You got to give me some assists for those plays he got that night. What about this Hammock kid? Are you working with him in practice, getting him ready?
Of course I'm working
helping to coach him up a little bit there?
Of course. I try and teach him some things that, he's still young, so he has a lot to learn, but, he's getting better each day, so I like working with him.
What do you see from him? What's he got that makes him click?
He has big potential. He works hard, works in the weight room, and just gets better each and every day. I love seeing it.
What do you think the strengths of your game are? If you had to kind of evaluate, kind of analyze Trent and Cloud, how do you break yourself down? What do you think some of your strengths are?
Running routes, just catching the ball with my hands, deep pass, just really everything you need in a receiver. All of that. Where do you
like to get that ball at when Tanner throws you the football? Where does it need to be for you? Where do you like it the best?
Anywhere. I have a big catch radius, so anywhere, it doesn't matter.
Just a good range of motion, so you like to say good radius, and just throw it close enough to go get it.
Yes, sir.
Do you like a nice long lead pass upfield, or like a pass? Was it a sideline route? What's your favorite route you might run?
Probably like a long and deep pass, over the shoulder type of catch. I like this.
Kind of like what we saw with Hammock throwing it to you, but at least extend it a little bit more up the field.
Yes, sir.
Well, it would have been That was a wild play. Never forget that play. Going back to middle school, back in the day again at Northwest Middle, was it Coach Stewart that coached you guys?
It was, yes, sir.
What did you learn from Coach Stewart back in those old days?
You know, he just taught us the offense, things that we need to do. We were pretty good that year. We were like 7-1, something like that. So we did pretty good that year. He taught us a lot, though.
What about the education from Coach Wallace? He was at Northwest.
Yeah.
What did you learn from Coach Wallace?
He just taught us a lot, you know, about our splits and, you know, just little things, our stance, and how we just get off the ball fast and just run our routes good.
What about Coach Rusevich? What are you picking up from him right now?
He's a good coach. He teaches us stuff about college and what a coach is looking at in college.
You have to prepare you for the future.
Yeah,
then.
prepare for the future, yes, sir.
Every time you come out as a receiver, do you always come out and get your spot there? Do you always look at the referee or let him tell you what's going on there?
Yeah, sometimes, yes, sir.
I figure most of you guys after a while could probably pick that up on your own. He's being kind of nice and courteous to help you out. You a little bit too far back, need to come a little bit, but I guess after a while you guys got that down pretty good.
Yeah, we do, yes, sir.
What about the game tomorrow night against Rags? What does Northwest need to do to be the best Northwest team possible against the Tigers in the game tomorrow night?
Just do our job, you know, and I think we can come out with the win. You know, everyone just does well and just plays well. I think we can get one win.
Any goals for yourself going into the game tomorrow night?
Just win the game, that's all.
Just win, all about the W.
Yes, sir.
And you're probably prepared to see more double coverage the rest of the year too, probably because they saw what happened with Northern. Another team's going to try it too, so maybe you got to split that double team somehow, I guess. Find a way to split it, maybe that inside move and then cut upfield and try to go further upfield as far as that goes. Let me ask you this. The college game on Saturday, a couple of key college games in the ACC. You've got NC State at Duke. Who do you think wins that game on Saturday?
I got Duke. I think Duke will win that one. Yeah.
Do they have to have this guy, Riley Leonard, at quarterback in the game though to win? Because they say maybe he had that leg or knee came up bad in that Notre Dame game, went off on crutches. Does he have to be in for them to win?
No, I don't think he does.
He win without him.
I think he'll win without him.
What about the Hurricanes at North Carolina? 4-1 Miami, and Carolina's unbeaten.
I got Carolina in that one. I got Carolina. I like Drake May. I think he'll do well.
A lot of people like Drake May. He's getting some pretty good love these days.
Yeah.
Probably deserves it and earned it.
Yes, sir.
How many wins the Carolina Panthers this year? The Panthers win how many games?
I'd probably say 5.
And still win 5 games?
I think so.
Do they win a game before Thanksgiving Day?
They should.
If I'm playing on Thanksgiving morning, my team has just as good a chance to win as the Panthers do, probably.
Yeah, they should.
You know, man, you know one of my teammates or one of my players. You know Grayson Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays every Thanksgiving. He's out there every Thanksgiving Day at Guilford Middle School, or now Western Guilford Middle School on the field. Trent, going to ECU next year. What do you expect to do in college? What are you looking forward to most about college?
Just the experience and how they work things up there. I'm excited, just ready to work, and just excited for the experience.
You got all your high school work done. It's pretty much behind you.
Yes,
So no major courses to take second semester?
No.
Do you leave early?
No, I'm not leaving early.
Stick around for the spring semester
Yes,
at
sir.
Northwest?
Yes, sir.
Who's your best friend over there?
Probably Ryan Debo over there.
You and Debo then connected.
Yeah.
Trent, thank you so much. Good
Thank
job
you.
as always. And teeing up indoors from Battleground with Davis Troxler. We'll have Ryan Debo next coming up.